What is up, everybody? Back on everybody. In today's video, we're going to be talking about one of the biggest what-if NBA stories of all time, and Adam Morrison, one of the greatest college basketball players of all time. Let's get into his stats, what he did, and everything that happened. In his 95 games with Gonzaga, he had averaged 19.7 points, 5.1 rebounds a game, and 2 assists a game. But let's talk about his high school stats and whatnot before we get into his college stats. Morrison was not heavily recruited coming out of high school, and he was the number 26 small forward. This left him off the top 100 list, and one of the reporters of basketball, obviously, regretted leaving him off the list because he was one of the most talented players at his high school and in his conference. So, despite him having diabetes, he became a star. In his senior year of high school, he broke the single season and career scoring records in his high school conference, and he led his team Meade to the state tournament finals. In the championship game, he played with severe hypoglycemia and still dropped 37 points in a loss, which was the team's only loss of the season. I think that shows how much dominance he has, and I think that shows how good he really was. Let's get into his 3 years at Gonzaga. Played from 2003 to 2006 at Gonzaga. Freshman year, he played 31 games. He only started one game, and he had 20.8 minutes a game. He had a .531 field goal percentage, and he had 11.4 points per game, 1.4 assists per game, and 4.3 rebounds a game, and 0.4 steals a game, and 0.3 blocks a game, with 1.2 turnovers a game, and 1.3 personal fouls. So in his freshman season, he didn't play too much. Obviously, a freshman coming out of high school, but his second season is where he really got his first starting minutes. 31 games started, 29 of them, 34.2 minutes played, 7.3 field goal attempted, 14.6, 498 field goal percentage, 1.2 3-pointers, 3.8 attempted, 311 on the 3-pointers. And he went crazy the second year, 19 points a game, 2.8 assists, and 5.5 rebounds, so better in every category. 0.6 steals a game, 0.5 blocks a game, a little bit higher in turnovers, 1.7, and 1.9 personal fouls. And his third season is where he really became one of the greatest college basketball players of all time. 33 games played, started 32 of them, 36.5 minutes a game. He had 28.1 points a game. He had 1.1 steals a game, 1.7 assists per game, and 5.5 rebounds a game. One of the greatest college basketball seasons ever. Let's check out all his awards here. They're not letting me press on them right now. I don't know why. But he had 9 total basketball awards in his time in basketball in college. And let's check out his conference points as a freshman. As a sophomore and a junior. And 14 games started for his conference. He had 244 points as a sophomore. And in his senior year, he had 327 points as a junior in his conference. 11 games, 10 games started. And I mean, in his career, obviously we talked about how many points he had, 1867 points, 35 blocks, 66 steals, 188 assists, 485 total rebounds. Just amazing. Let's show the leaderboards, awards, and honors here. He had 13 awards and honors. He had WCC All-Freshman, All-WCC Tournament, 2005 All-WCC Tournament, 2005 WCC Tournament MVP. He was the 2005-06 All-WCC. He was the 2005-06 AP Preseason All-American. He is the 2005-06 Consensus All-American First Team, 2005-06 USBWA Player of the Year, 2005-06 WCC Player of the Year, 2005-06 Wooden Award. He was the 2006 All-WCC Tournament. He was the 2006 NCAA Tournament All-Region and 2006 WCC Tournament MVP. In 2005-06 WCC, he was first in points with 926. Career WCC, he had 1867, which is 24th. He had 4 seasons in the top 20. His freshman year, he had 352, which was 18th. Second year, 589, which was 3rd. Last year, 926, which was 2nd in all of NCAA. And then in his conference, first with 926. His career in the WCC was 1867, which is 24th all-time. Points per game, 28.1, which is first in the NCAA that year. first in the WCC that year. In his career, he's 19.7 in the WCC, which is 13th all-time. 4 seasons in the top 20, 11.4 freshman year, which is 20th. Sophomore year, 19 points per game in the WCC, which is 3rd. NCAA, last year he had 28.1 points per game in both, and then career, obviously. And he had a lot of, really cool awards and stuff. And why he didn't succeed in the NBA, let's talk about that right now. He dealt with a ACL injury, which is really bad. Tore his ACL in 2007, I believe, guarding Luke Walton in a preseason game. Tore his ACL, one of the worst injuries of his career. And then he just didn't have explosiveness after that, and he just struggled a lot, and also struggled with consistency in the NBA. Injuries, lack of physical, ability after the injury. And I feel like he was drafted too high, number 3, because of his junior year. And he was, being compared to Larry Bird. So I feel like that's why he failed. I feel like he could have been a better player without the injuries and if he was drafted lower and, built better. But still one of the greatest college basketball players of all time. We'll give him that. And he's an amazing player. If you want to see more content like this, please like and subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.